The best incense in hoodoo. Covenant, prayer, and biblical truth. People keep asking me, Augustus, what is the best incense to burn to get results in hoodoo? And I'm going to tell you the truth today. Not the commercial answer, not the store answer, not the superstition answer, the covenant answer. The best incense in hoodoo is obedience and prayer. Not frankincense, not myrrh, not sage, not copal, not dragon's blood. Obedience and prayer. Let me show you the Bible so you can see it for yourself. Psalm 141:2 says, "Let my prayer be set before you as incense." David didn't say the incense was the power. He said the prayer was the incense. Revelation 5:8 and Revelation 8:3-4 say the incense represents the prayers of the saints rising before God. The incense is symbolic. The prayer is the offering. Exodus 30:7-8 shows the priest burning incense every morning and every evening. But the incense only mattered because the priest was obedient. The incense wasn't magic. The obedience was the covenant. James 5:13-18 shows Elijah praying, and the prayer changed the weather, the land, and the atmosphere. No incense, no smoke, just prayer plus righteousness plus obedience. Psalm 138:2 says God honors his word, not smoke. So if you're burning incense without the word, you're burning air. 2 Corinthians 6:16 says God dwells in his people, not in incense. So the power is in the vessel, not the smoke. John 9:31 says God hears the obedient, not the ritualistic. So if you're burning incense but living in rebellion, the smoke is just smoke. 1 John 5:14-15 says, confidence comes from praying according to his will, not according to a scent. And then we add Isaiah 56:7, which says, my house shall be called a house of prayer, not a house of incense, not a house of smoke, not a house of rituals, a house of prayer. So when people ask me, What incense get results? I tell them the truth. The incense is not the power. The covenant is. The smoke is not the power. The obedience is. The sin is not the power. The prayer is. Hoodoo is not superstition. Hoodoo is not commercial spirituality. Hoodoo is not buy this incense and get this result. Hoodoo is covenant, land, obedience, and prayer. The ancestors used incense because smoke rises. Smoke reveals movement. Smoke exposes spirits. Smoke marks covenant moments. Smoke clears the air to focus. But the power was never in the incense. The power was in the prayer, the obedience, and the covenant. So if you want results in hoodoo, stop chasing sense. Start chasing obedience. Start chasing prayer. Start chasing covenant alignment. Because in hoodoo, the best incense is the one burned with obedience and prayer. Psalm 141:2 says the prayer is the incense. Revelation says the incense represents the prayers of the saints. Isaiah 56:7 says God accepts offerings because of covenant, not smoke. The incense is symbolic. The covenant is the power.